Tim Wood with Ranger Nation Radio. Here interviewing Julia Tardugno with the MHS field hockey team. Julia, how are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Excellent. Really appreciate you joining us.
I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. So tell us, how's the season going so far? You know, like I keep seeing the surprising Rangers, but I mean, this doesn't seem like much of a surprise to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for the season. Going in, I was ready because I knew this team was going to be really good. We had a lot of returning starters this year coming back, and I'm really excited about our season right now. Our record is 4-0-3, so right now we're still undefeated, hoping to stay that way as long as we can. Our team's doing great. I'm super excited to see how far we can take this season.
What do you think has been the biggest highlights for you this season so far?
For me personally, it's just I know every girl on the team. I've known them from before playing sports with them and playing through high school. So I think our team has really good chemistry this season. So I'm extremely excited to keep working with them and again see how far we can go this season.
Absolutely. No, you are also a star for the Rangers track team. So I've got your bio up on the screen now. Your sister Stephanie, yes?
Yes.
And then you're number 10 in the senior class right now with a 4.47 GPA?
Yes, I am.
Wow. And then you're also one of the leaders for the MHS Relay for Life team.
Mm-hmm.
Your father Barry and Uncle Jay were MHS standout athletes in the 80s.
Yep.
Now, how does that work in terms of the family name, in terms of just kind of carrying on through tradition? Any pressure?
Sorry, I think I lost you there.
Can you see me?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, you see me? Okay.
I lost you for a quick second. Okay. I got you back.
So tell me just in terms of the family tradition and kind of carrying on the name at MHS.
Well, I know my dad, he loves sports, all sports. The moment I came to the high school, he was like, all right, do sports. It helps you find new friends and stuff. And it's just a great experience. So I got to the high school. I've been playing sports my entire life. So I got to the high school and I was like, let's try field hockey. And I just have loved it. My dad and both my parents actually have helped push me so much to be a good leader for the team and work hard throughout the season and also keep my grades up at the same time. So
how do you manage that juggle in terms of just the grades, the sports? I mean, that's the constant question we're always asking athletes.
Yeah, honestly, I like to map out a schedule for myself because I'm a very organized person. So I like to have every part of my day mapped out so I know how much time I have to do homework, how to focus on sports and all that different stuff. And my family's really supportive with helping me out and giving me the time I need to focus on school and sports at the same time.
Now, how competitive are you and your sister in terms of the accolades?
Oh, we're super competitive all the time. Yeah, luckily now, once I got to the high school, we kind of split off with sports now. She does soccer, softball, basketball, and then I do track and field hockey. But we're still very competitive with each other. Me and also my other two sisters, too. So.
Who are your other two sisters?
Brooke Tardugno and Alex Tardugno.
Ah, yes. Okay. So there's no overlap right now? Is that on purpose, just so that we can keep the competition at somewhat of a friendly level?
I mean, kind of in a way. I actually used to do soccer and basketball and those sports, but I found I liked field hockey and track a lot more. Steph and Brooke, they've been playing they play soccer, basketball, and soccer together all the time. And now Brooke's at the high school, so it's kind of more them being more competitive with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still competitive with my sisters all the time.
So tell me about, in terms of the season so far. You guys had a big win the other day. You got a couple goals on the season so far. How is this season shaken out so far in terms of your expectations?
I'm expecting our team to do really well this season because I know the potential we have, especially during practices, watching the team work together. I think so far our biggest win was North Andover. Well, we tied North Andover, but that just shows that we can keep up with these D1 teams for high school. So I'm extremely excited to see how we do against all these other big teams like Central and Andover. So I think we can keep up. So I'm excited.
You've been part of the program since a freshman?
Yes.
So you've kind of been on the cusp here. I mean, you guys have had some success while you've been there for sure, but you've been kind of on the cusp in terms of the playoffs. A first round loss to Lexington last year, real tight game. Without thinking too far ahead, I mean, coming into the season, what was the playoff goals coming into the season?
Pretty much we just wanted to make sure for our goals that we were working together as a team and communicating really well. We need to make sure we're moving the ball everywhere so that everybody can work together to help us score goals. And yeah, we're trying to get back to states and win some games this season. So
do you feel, just from what you've seen, that this team is kind of is kind of melding in a way that can get you to that next level on the playoff level?
I think for sure. I think we're all starting to figure out how we all work together because there are some new underclassmen who've been coming up now. So I think we're all trying to figure out how to work together. So I think that'll definitely help us in the long run when it comes to states.
Tell us about some of those underclassmen that we may not have heard about yet.
So we have a few freshmen coming up. We have Vanessa, and who else do we have? We have a bunch of sophomores coming up too. Kira Muse, Olivia London, Sophia LaChance. Who else? Actually, our goalie's younger sister, Charlotte, is on the team this year too.
Yeah, Charlotte's got a couple goals, right?
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, it's very exciting. We have one of our attorneys, actually, Natalia, who's a sophomore this year, and I'm super excited to see her keep playing because she's doing great right now. So, yeah,
what's her last name?
The good thing is Natalia Fiato.
Okay, yes, absolutely. She's got what, 3 goals so far. So she a lot of contributions, I guess, on and off the score sheet, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Tell us a little bit about Izzy. I mean, she's had a couple of incredible games here. That North Andover game, she had 25 saves. Tell us a little bit about her.
She's incredible. I mean, she works super hard during practice. She's always giving us all a tough time when we're scoring and stuff. When it comes down to game time, she's ready though, all the time. She's good at communicating with us. Like, I'm a defender on the team, and she's really good with telling me like where to go and where to play so that she's able to do her job.
So, what for those that are not so I'm familiar with field hockey. My older sister, she still holds the scoring record in New Hampshire for career. She was crazy. Sue Hucky Wood. Yeah, she's so I'm familiar. I grew up watching field hockey and kind of like idolizing Sue. But for those who aren't that familiar with field hockey, what are the? I mean, people will compare it to soccer just in terms of the scoring, or lacrosse. I mean, tell us what makes field hockey unique and exciting for you and your teammates.
For me personally, like, the best way to describe field hockey, honestly, would be probably a mix between soccer and hockey in a way. You're running on the field all the time. No matter what position you're playing, you're always running. And you have to make sure your passes are connecting with your teammates and stuff. There are a bunch of rules in field hockey. So it always, depending on the reps you get, sometimes it can be a very different game every time. So
what's the most unique goal? Because that is the one thing that a lot of folks say to me. Like, they're trying to absorb all the rules. What is like the most unique rule that was difficult for you getting used to learning the sport?
I'm trying to think. There's so many different things. Sometimes certain hits will be dangerous, they consider it. So sometimes if I throw a ball up into the air almost, it would be too high or too close to somebody. So it kind of just depends on the ref too. So that one's always different. We have our captain, 2 of my fellow captains, Claudia and Piper. They both love to throw the aerial up in the air, which is like a really high thrown ball. And like sometimes the ref will let it go, sometimes not. So it makes the game very interesting.
Now, what made the North Andover game so huge for you guys? Just a big rival, a top contender, or just is it more personal in terms of how you guys have competed against them?
I mean, I know for me, and I think a lot of the team too, it's just they're such a good, talented team that to keep up with them and to keep them to one goal and then score a goal ourselves, it was like extremely important to like boost our confidence and let us know that we can compete with these higher level teams.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Coach Swales and just I guess the rest of the coaching staff and how they motivate you.
Coach Rose, she's tough, but it definitely helps us a lot. Like, you can see how we improve throughout the season. She's always making sure we're working hard every single practice, every day. She definitely is big on our team bonding, which is really important. It helps a lot when you have good team chemistry, so she's very on top of us for that, and it helps a lot. And then our goalie coach, Jillian Tobin, she's such a big help. She's awesome. They're both great coaches. I couldn't ask for anyone better.
In terms of like teachers in school, or who do you want to give some shout outs to? Teachers, family, friends, in terms of the folks that have really helped motivate you on the field and off.
Honestly, all my teachers have been great. Probably for shout outs.
That's a suck up answer. Come on.
I've actually been really lucky with teachers at the high school, but for shout outs, I'd have to probably give one out to Mr. Scammon. He's the best teacher ever. Like,
what's he teach?
I learned so much from that class. For me, he taught AP Psychology.
Ah, yes, okay. My son's in AP Psych this year, so huge fan.
It's such a fun class. He makes it a lot of fun. He's always there if you need help with anything. He's always helping us out and giving us advice, so he's a great teacher. He's awesome.
Anyone else that you want to give some shout outs to? I mean, I don't want to get you in trouble with the family, so probably should mention the family.
So yeah, I mean, my family, they're awesome. They support me, school, sports, just everything all the time. I love them so much.
Dad, Barry, mom?
Yep.
What's your mom's name?
Sherry.
Sherry, okay, yep. Absolutely. Yep. Facebook friend, so I just wanted to...
Yep.
So, in terms of your future, what are you looking at? Have you started the college process and started to narrow things down yet, or are you where are you at with that?
Yeah, so I've decided I definitely think I'm leaning towards majoring in education. I've just the idea of being a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher for so long, and I just think that'd be great. I would love to do that for a job. So. For
That's
schools,
fantastic. We need more great teachers.
Yeah, for schools, I've definitely been narrowing it down. I like WNU a lot, and then Framingham State, Endicott, and Assumption. Those are my top 4 right now. So
nice.
We're still looking though.
Yep. When do you think? When do you see yourself narrowing it down? Like the letter of intent. I mean, are you looking to play sports in college?
Yeah, I think it would be really fun to play sports so I can get to meet new people and stuff, and I've just been playing sports forever, so I don't think that could ever get out of my life that quickly.
Do you have any time for any other clubs, or is sports kind of your club scene?
I actually do a lot of sports at the high school. I'm on the leadership team for SAD, or Students Against Destructive Decisions. I'm a Relay for Life tri-chair, as well as I'm actually the chairperson for Debbie's Treasure Chest this year, so I'm super excited for that.
Oh wow, that's fantastic! Debbie's Treasure Chest. That's an amazing. The Harvey family, just amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Where can just a quick shout out there? Like, where can people get in touch with you guys in terms of Debbie's Treasure Chest?
I actually started an email. I don't know it off the top of my head right now. They can always email my school email or just get in touch with me. We have a few girls at the high school that I know are going to be helping me out. One of them is Johnny. She's a sophomore at the high school, so I know a lot of people will know her. They can always reach out to her. And, yeah, it's probably the best way. I know Mr. Curran helps out a lot with that stuff, too, because we do the toy drive at the high school.
Absolutely, always doing the toy drive, yep.
Reach out to Mr. Curran. Mr. Barton's a big supporter, and so, yeah,
that's
any
awesome.
of them.
Yeah, it's a great, just everything you mentioned, great programs. In terms of what's ahead for the team, what are the biggest challenges do you think ahead of you guys?
Probably, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Challenge is just to try to keep up with those big teams like Central, and if we lose a game, like just don't get down on ourselves. I know a lot of girls like will get extremely nervous, especially coming up. They're like, oh, like I don't want to make a mistake, but we just have to keep playing our best and working together. So.
What kind of advice would you give to student athletes, just in terms of you've kind of been through the grind now, you're on the you're in the twilight of your high school career, so to speak. Well, I mean, what kind of advice would you give in terms of the hurdles you got to get over?
Probably just to keep working, don't give up. I mean, I know a lot of stress comes from school and like even if you're doing sports and clubs and stuff, but just keep working because it's all going to work out in the end. So
awesome. Huge thank you for making some time for us. We're doing some new things with the show this year, and being able to do video and Skype interviews is definitely one of the new components. A lot of video, a lot of photos that we're going to get in there as well. So spread the word. We're back, and we really appreciate you getting in here.
Okay, great.
Congratulations on the success so far, and good luck with the rest of the season here. We'll be watching you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.